So before we wrap up, we do the whole premise behind the show. The title of the show is
And I
"What's Your
think I
Bacon?"
might have just found out.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Bravos is.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, what we like to ask is, "What's your bacon?" And in life, bacon makes everything just a little bit tastier. It makes you extra happy. It enhances everything. So what we like to ask is, it doesn't have to be the food bacon. It's, could be video games. It could be
Brain rot
charcuterie,
memes. It could be.
brain rot memes. Yeah,
What makes your day a little better, guys?
knitting.
What is it that pulls you out of the doldrums of life and lets you?
Yeah. What is your bacon?
I would just say art in general, because I don't want to say just video games or like just music. Those would be like my two top in that.
Right.
Those
Yeah.
are like, yeah. Yeah, I would just say like just art. I love all art. Movies, games, music. I've grown up on that stuff, just absolutely being, getting transported to new worlds and this and that and the other, and feeling, when I'm feeling sad, I was able to listen to this album and get through it in this way and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's what gets me out of bed. That's why I'm still here right now is because of art and everything that it can offer to the human experience, or to me as well. And I just want to be able to create stuff that affects people in that same way. That's what I feel like my purpose is, whether that be through music, whether that be I make a video game someday, whether that be any of that. I'm always going to be a creative, and that's in my heart and in my soul.
Love it.
Donnie, what's your bacon?
It's so hard to decide because I have like two that come to mind, and
have a lot of
one's
two.
like I have a shit ton, but like two that are just kind of like poking out at me right now. One's kind of like silly and dumb, and then one's more like, okay, that makes sense. So the first one is truffle soup dumplings. If you've ever had a truffle soup dumpling, then you fucking know that shit is the best fucking soup dumpling you will ever have in your entire life, hands down.
I've never had one. Now I want one.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
never heard of them.
Yeah. What is a truffle soup dumpling? I don't even know what it is.
Have you ever had a soup dumpling?
Yes.
Okay, so it's truffle truffle soup
So
dumpling.
it's just the difference is that it's truffles.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it tastes so good.
Nice.
And if you've never had one, you are
Wow.
literally missing out on a piece of life, on a piece of bacon.
Nice.
Okay, yeah,
I love
I just put
dumplings.
one up on the screen.
I love soup dumplings. So
What is
They're
that
so
else?
good.
A seaweed dumpling, of some sort. Mm.
Yeah, no, it is possibly one of the best things that you can ever digest in your stomach
nice.
Nice. Okay.
All right. What's your
and your
what's the second one?
microbiome. So the second one is getting out into nature and experiencing different cultures, I would say. I take frequent trips to Asia a lot, hence the soup dumpling. But I go out to Taiwan and Japan a lot, and just experiencing a different culture, my bacon. I literally have like I've hiked the tallest mountain in Taiwan because of this like pursuit of trying to be in nature and experience more culture, and it's taken me to literally very high places because of this pursuit of my own autonomy, I guess you could call it.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That is
That-
really cool.
Have you always been like? When did you kind of start traveling and doing that? What like is that more of a recent thing, or has that been like forever?
I've always loved it. I've always loved going to the airport and getting butterflies in my tummy. People hate going to the airport. I fucking love it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, 2-hour wait in line. Who cares? I'm going to fucking Asia.
Right.
Like, let's run it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 18 hours on an airplane. Who cares? I'm going to fucking Asia.
I do get excited at the airport. I get like somewhat nervous to fly, but I'm with them on that. Like I love like getting there and being like, all right, I'm about to leave to wherever
100%.
Right.
I love that too.
Yeah.
I love traveling. I love any kind of traveling that I can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy and I travel a lot. together. But like for me, I'm very much I've got anxiety getting to the airport. Once I get through security, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Well, if you weren't doing so many drugs,
Well, listen, how do you think I get on the plane?
Yeah.
if you weren't doing so many drugs, then maybe you
That's
wouldn't be
why.
so
That's why you got to
fucking-
do the drugs before you go through the security
man.
check. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
All of them.
Exactly. It calms you down.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so calm after security.
It's true. I flew on mushrooms once, and it was a whacked out journey.
Really?
Yeah.
How? Yeah. That sounds. Yeah. That sounds interesting.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
All right.
was.
So I just want to bring this full circle. I am at Brandon's house, and I want to show up in his room
Yes.
now because I've officially showed up. I know that we're at the end of this, so this is the perfect time. So
This is
Brandon,
fantastic.
come get my ass.
This is the journey.
Come back in for the
Yeah, yeah.
thumbnails, man.
All right.